Hey guys, I'm here to share 6 myths about tarot. There's many of them, so yeah, we could go on for a long time, but I'm just going to focus on these 6. Um, I just want you to know this is only my opinion. It's not fact, it's just my opinion, okay? So take it or leave it, take what you like, leave the rest, entirely up to you, okay? So the first one I'd like to start with is people that believe that you must have the right ambience to read tarot. Now, the right ambience is beautiful, and that's great if you can have the right tablecloths, candles, incense, crystals, all that stuff, right? That would be absolutely lovely. But does it mean that you can't read tarot? No, not at all, right? I mean, you will still get an accurate tarot reading without all of that. It's nice to have. It makes, their readings a little bit more interesting, right? And it just sets another mood, a different mood for the readings. But yeah, no, you don't have to do that. Yeah, I've read at shows, at events. There's lots of noise, there's tons of people, and you just need good focus. And you need to just concentrate on what you're doing and deliver the best reading you can for your client or your querent, whatever you want to call them, right? So yeah, so no, you do not have to have the right ambience to read tarot for it to be effective. Not in my opinion. So the second one is that you must cut your deck with your left hand. Well, I don't believe that either. I cut my deck whatever way I want, You can cut it in 3, you can cut it in 2, you can cut it 3 times, 5 times. It doesn't matter. The cards you pull are the ones you're going to read. How you get the cards is, everybody does it different. So many readers do it different, so that is not the question, how you cut the deck, right? So it shouldn't be a worry anyway. Some readers like that, and that's okay. But I don't believe it, and I believe you're still gonna get good readings. So the third thing, the third myth is you cannot touch a reader's deck of cards. So there is some truth to that. So yeah, some readers, you cannot touch their cards. They do not want you to touch their cards. But not all readers are the same. So I would always ask, make sure you don't touch them unless you ask permission. I know for myself, before COVID, my clients would always shuffle the deck. Since COVID, I don't do that anymore. I shuffle, but when I do events, or even when I read at home in person, so anytime I read in person, I always have at least 3 decks that my client can choose from. And, when I ask them which deck they want us to use, some people will grab the deck and hand it to me. Some people will point to it. Some people will grab the top card and hand me the card. So everybody, it's all different, right? And I don't mind if somebody touches my deck. I mean, the idea behind it is that you get too many people touching and getting their energy through your deck. Well, I clear my deck between readings for me, and I believe shuffling in itself is clearing. So yeah, so I don't worry about it, okay? But some readers do, so make sure you ask, all right? Okay, so the fourth myth, you cannot read your own cards. Again, can you? Can't you? I don't know. Like, to me, I read my cards. I do a pull. I do a daily draw. Those kinds of things, I don't have any problem. I will admit that when you are really invested and you're emotionally involved in your question, it can get a little dicey, right? So you can kind of let your intuition run away with you, and maybe your reading would not be as accurate. When I feel that way, what I do is I get the book that came with the deck, and I go with the meanings in the book, and I just write it out. And that way I'm not, infusing my opinion, and it makes the reading accurate. So yeah, so that's what I do. So yeah, so I guess it's there, but not really. Okay, there's always a way to counteract it, in my opinion. Okay, so the fifth myth, tarot cards are magic. I don't know. I like to think they're magic. I love my tarot cards. Are they magic? Not really. Are they magical? I think so, So yeah, I don't know. They're really just paper, They're just paper with prints on them, and that's all they really are. But it's the reader that, kind of puts the magic in the cards, right? So they tell the meaning, they paint a story, they give it purpose, they give it adventure, they give it life, and they kind of infuse the magic in them, is what I think, okay? So yeah, so are tarot cards magic? No, they're paper, but they are definitely magical, okay? That's my belief. So yes, so the sixth myth and the final myth that we're going to talk about today, can tarot cards only be read by psychics or people gifted? I think that is ridiculous. It's not true at all. In my opinion, again, okay, this is just my opinion, but I don't believe that for a minute. I don't think I was born with a gift. I think I loved tarot cards and I wanted to learn, so I studied. So I studied the cards. Do you have to study the cards to be a good tarot reader? Absolutely. There's intuitive readers. I consider myself an intuitive reader because I use my intuition when I read. But I also studied the cards very, very long and hard. I've been reading since I was a teenager, and I'm 63, but you study each of the cards. You have to know the meaning of the cards. I think that's imperative for all good readers to have a base, so you have that base and you know the meaning of the cards, right? And then you build on that by letting your intuition in and expanding on your knowledge and constantly learning. And with all the different decks, there are so many things that you can add to your readings, and so many symbols and so many colors and so much feeling that you can add to your readings that really help you have beautiful, beautiful stories come out of your tarot cards, right? So yes, do you have to be psychic? No. Do you have to be born with a gift? No. But yes, you do have to study and you have to practice. Practicing is very, very important to become a good tarot reader. Anybody that takes the shortcuts there, I feel, will not have the same results. So yeah, so that's, again, just an opinion of mine, right? So anyway, so those were 6 myths about tarot. And, if you have any more that you know of, please put them in the comments below. I'd love to read about them. And if you have any questions about anything we talked about, just ask me. Or if you have any ideas for videos you would like to see, I would be more than happy to make that for you. So yeah, so just let me know anytime. Just leave me a comment, okay? So thank you very much, and we will talk to you again really soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.